This is a story for our purposes, for video purposes, might not even be worth working on because it'll be updated by the time you get a chance to see it. It takes 2 days for these things to really trend for my channel. But there's an early departure for Donald Trump from the G7 summit all the way up in Canada. So it's not a very far trip back home. But White House Press Secretary Karoline said that the early departure on Monday night happening due to the emergency and escalating conflict between Israel and Iran. They can't get along right now, so it looks like Trump's coming back home to deal with the situation from his end. Despite the ongoing efforts among the G7 nations to push for de-escalation in that particular one, Trump has declined to endorse a joint communique with them to ask for the breakup of the mini war with them right now. He maintained that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon and issued a stern warning for everyone to immediately evacuate Tehran. That was the big news right there. Everyone who's United States affiliate or anyone affiliate should leave Tehran right now because things are going to get very heavy. Now, according to reports, Trump requested the National Security Council to be standby as soon as he got back into the Situation Room in Washington, with his exit interrupted scheduling meetings with folks like Ukraine's Zelensky tomorrow and Australia's Albanese as well, underscoring the administration's shift for crisis management. Basically, Trump was in Canada making his side deals with other folks and making those deals for the tariffs and the money and the natives and things like that. But that push got pushed because there's heavier artillery literally being thrown back and forth between Iran and Israel right now. Trump's early departure from G7 is disrupting things with Ukraine, global trade, and Russian sanctions. But if it's going to maybe pause an actual real launching of something hot in the Middle East, that might be worth the effort. Now, this does not look great for new UK PM Keir Starmer because it's his party and the main guest, while we may not like him so much, is leaving early to deal with other things. Shows that him being dealt with may not be the actual priority. But apparently the tone has already been set for Trump in general, and so it doesn't really matter. Trump will get back to his meetings with other folks when need be. He'll figure out what to do with Russia and Ukraine eventually. He'll figure out how to meet up with other folks and other allies who are not sure exactly they're allies right now. But we do know that Donald Trump's coming home very early tonight. We'll see more updates. And like I said, by the time you see this video in your feed, it may not be worth very much. Hopefully, you can respond now and guess what's going to happen G7-wise. And, of course, in the actual hot war, that may not be a declared war, between Israel and Iran, as Iran is fighting for its existence. Israel's fighting to make sure they don't get a nuclear weapon, and Trump is fighting for ego as well as his place in possible loss of these Nobel Prizes he's been dreaming about all his life.